What is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new Brawl Stars video. Today, we are going to be jumping into the next episode of the Brawl Stars YouTuber tournament, going up against LEX Mobile Gaming and his team, the Oofvengers. Now, this is definitely going to be a relatively difficult matchup for us. I'm very, very concerned that he's just going to blow out our team, and, I think that a lot of people are thinking that's probably going to happen, considering he is the number 4 seed. His team is the number 4 seed in the tournament, and we are the number 26 seed. That said, we did beat the number 7 seed, and we took it to the final game against the number 10 seed. So it is possible that we could take this one home. Will we be able to take him out, or will we get knocked out ourselves? Who knows? But we're in the losers bracket, so either way, one of us is going home today. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So guys, going into the first match, obviously we were going to Hard Rock Mine. That's the, default map for every single first match. And we decided that even though we kind of knew who they were going to be picking for their brawlers, we figured, hey, we're going to try to get a bearing on whether or not we can actually beat them skill versus skill, not necessarily having any bans or anything like that to worry about in this first round. So we decided to go with our normal matchup, which was going to be me playing Pam. Actually, I was playing Ricochet before, and Little Fox was playing Pam, but we went with our normal matchup, which was going to be a Pam, Ricochet, and Crow, and then we went up against a Spike, Ricochet, and Pam team. So very, very similar, swapping out Spike for Crow to the team that the Oofvengers decided to take, and I think that most likely anyways, Spike is probably going to be the better decision if you go ahead and take a look at how his super is able to impact the game here. We do lose Vietnam early, and take note that Little Fox is not playing in this one. We had our sub-Vietnam play in this particular set, just because, we wanted to give him a chance. He said he wanted to get a piece of LEX, so we were like, hey, that's fine, man. Let's go for it. So as you can see, I'm going 1v1 against LEX. It's going okay for us, although he is going to be able to take his healing station and set it down in a better position a little bit earlier than I will. And as you can see, Despotic is a fantastic Ricochet. He's able to go ahead and do a lot of pot shots and a lot of just residual damage over time against us. And, it's going to mean that we can't really heal up, and that's the main thing that we're going to have to worry about, is Despotic doing just little pot shots, 600, 1200 damage here and there. I mean, it's definitely not a lot when you consider just one solo attack against us, but when you consider how it's going to go together with the whole of their enemy team, like the whole of the Oofvengers team, I mean, it's very, very difficult to deal with that kind of pressure being put on you. We did stop the countdown once, as you saw, but unfortunately, we did see Lester going ahead and picking up all the gems in that second part. I tried to go in. I tried to make something happen, sort of juke him on the side, but the super caught me, and it wasn't going to happen, guys. The super goes off from Nice Gaming. He goes in on Lester again. It just didn't work out. So that's going to be the first loss there. And at this point, we were a little bit demoralized because we had a very, very similar team, but we got, beat out. They used so much pressure. Obviously, Despotic's a fantastic player. Lester's a fantastic player. And Lex is a fantastic player. So all of that put together definitely did not go well for us. Now, that said, we figured that, we would go to a map that we were practicing on. We practiced for about a half an hour before the actual matches against some friends in Team Liquid. So basically, we figured out a fun Crystal Cavern strategy, and it worked out very, very well for us in testing when we went up against them in, friendly battles and everything. So we figured we might as well try it out. I played Nita, Nice Gaming played Jesse, and Vietnam played Ricochet, and it worked very, very well. We were able to take down a very powerful team with that team comp. So we decided to ban Dynamite, and that's just because, our team isn't very mobile. That was the main thing that we were a little bit concerned about, was that we were going to get hit with Dynamite if, our team wasn't going to have the mobility that Crow can offer, or, other mobility-based brawlers can offer. Basically, they have to be right up on the opponent to actually be effective, and then get those deployable supers down and, be able to affect the game state like that. They banned Ricochet. Big ouch right there. So I was a little bit concerned at this point. I was saying, hey, let's play Dynamite. I think that I want to play Dynamite. And then Vietnam said that he's a little more comfortable with Dynamite than he is with Nita. So we went back and forth a little bit. I decided, hey, I'm going to play some Nita. I practiced with Nita for a little bit, so, I might as well just try him out. And then jumping into the match, guys, Nita, man. I feel like Nita's just such a fantastic brawler in this particular map. She's just awesome. She just is. You know, her ability to just put a lot of pressure on the opposing team, being at the mine and everything, especially if they're at the mine. You set up a Jessie turret and a Nita bear at the same time, and it's just not going to be fun for your opponent to deal with. Most likely, you will get control of the mine. Unfortunately, Nice Gaming went down to LEX very, very early. You know, again, these pot shots from Despotic are going to be just decimating us. And at this point, we're kind of like, okay, we probably should have banned Ricochet. Despotic's ridiculous. I tried to heal up. I tried to get something done. I took a few shots from Despotic. It's fine. I was like, guys, let's go in. Nice Gaming said he had low HP. Obviously, sitting at about 900 HP. He had very low HP. Gets taken out by some well-placed, well-crafted supers from Despotic there. And we're going to see a super go off from Vietnam. It's going to just punch a bunch of damage on Lester, but Lester's going to heal right back up. Just walk back a little bit, heal up, and then maintain the pressure that he's outputting. And basically, guys, I think that just looking back on it in hindsight, our main issue right now is that we just weren't able to put enough pressure on them. You know, obviously, they're better players than we are, and that's just, you know, something that's going to be hard to get past no matter what. But the fact of the matter is, they were able to put out more pressure than us, and whether that's, you know, because of their team comp or because, you know, they're just better players than us, I don't know. But basically, that's what went down. They put on way more pressure. They maintained control of the mine. And overall, I mean, that just made it very, very difficult for us to even try to get back control. You know, they were so well positioned, and then it was weird because you walk down the middle of the crystal cavern between the two barriers and, you know, the bushes, the little areas there off to each side. You walk in between them, and they almost cut you off immediately. They had this strategy where, you know, Pam was sitting back and then dealing damage from, you know, a safe place where she could pick up all of the gems, and then they sort of cut you off with Ricochet shots, and, you know, Ricochet's back a little bit farther, but the Ricochet shots mean that he can cut you off without actually being in danger himself. And then Nita's able to just run in there with over 5,000 HP and a decent amount of damage and just cut you off and take you down. I mean, there's really not a lot you can do with that amount of damage output. Looking back on it, I think we probably could have went aggressive against Pam because that damage output from a distance can be beat, especially when you're playing Dynamite. And I think that we probably could have done a little bit better against that particular team comp. But, you know, just looking back on it again, obviously there were mistakes, obviously, from everyone. That's just how it goes in these sort of higher pressure matches where you're really thinking about things. You're really trying to get farther in the tournament, and you're going up against players that already you know you're going to have a hard time against. So overall, I do think that, you know, moving into this third round, we had all of that on our minds. And then we decided to go with Deep Hollows because it's pretty much our favorite map. Again, just as a team, we practiced the most on Deep Hollows and pushed the most on Deep Hollows. We pushed a lot of trophies on Deep Hollows, guys. I gained probably over 100 Pam trophies very, very easily in Deep Hollows. So we decided to go there, and then we banned Ricochet because that was just a crucial mistake we made last week in our match against Brazil Force. And then Lex decided that, you know, they were going to ban Ricochet as well because Ricochet is ridiculous, let's be honest. So Ricochet is basically just like a locked-in ban at this point, I think. And we were feeling relatively confident with our team comp. I was like, I'm going Dynamite, guys. I feel it. I'm feeling good about it. We might be able to just turn this around, reverse sweep again. You know, we did it before in the first round against a 7th ranked team, a 7th seed team, so we can do it this time too. Nice Gaming said he wanted to play Tara. I was like, maybe a longer range would be better, but then since we banned Rico, we figured they're probably not going to use a longer range brawler, you know. Maybe if that, maybe Brock would be it, and I'd be able to sort of outdo Brock because, you know, we have access to barriers and stuff on both sides of the map, depending on, you know, whether or not we were pushed back away from the mine. And then obviously we wanted Pam for healing because healing is just fantastic on Deep Hollows. Being able to just set up your healing station for your team and just sit behind a rock, you know, a barrier or whatever, and then heal is really a great option. And we're going to see a Pam and a Tara on the opposing team, but a little bit of a difference there. You're going to see Oofvengers running Barley instead, which is admittedly probably the right decision. I just really wanted to play Dynamite, I'm going to be honest, guys. I felt pretty confident because I did pretty well with Dynamite in Deep Hollows last week, I believe it was. Maybe it was 2 weeks ago. Either way, I felt very good about him in the last time that I played him and won a match. So I felt like, hey, you know, what do we have to lose? If we lose the match, I mean, whatever. We lost, you know, 0-3. But if we win the match, that'd be fantastic. And maybe we tilt them into winning some more matches. So going into this, they're cycling us right away. I mean, the pressure that Barley's able to output with his super is already kind of ridiculous to deal with. Despotic putting a very nicely placed super going to pull us both in. And then, you know, obviously the star power is going to do a lot of damage to Vietnam, take him out. And they're able to just heal up on our side. Okay, they have full control of the mine at this point. They're picking up every single crystal that drops, and they finally do get the countdown. I'm like, all right, I'm going to super. Unfortunately, did not get a chance to get that super off. Despotic just supering a fantastic job right there. Vietnam goes in on Lex, tries to get something done. We decide that we're probably going to be going after, if anything, Lester to be able to win this one, or even just stop the countdown. And I was like, guys, maybe if we can stop the countdown, it'll happen. We can actually do something here and maybe get back some of these gems. Unfortunately, did not happen, guys. And that is going to be it for our run in the Brawl Stars YouTuber tournament. It was really unfortunate that we had to match up against Lex, but I'm happy because, you know, it was even though not a very competitive match, admittedly, we did not do very well. And we definitely could have performed a lot better. You know, I really wanted to go up against Lex anyways because I just think he's an awesome, you know, player and content creator. So I wanted to see how we'd fare against his team. And I guess I probably shouldn't have wanted that because, you know, again, in hindsight, we got 0-3. But still, it was a fun match. It was fun. It was a good time. And I hope that you guys enjoyed it, even though, again, we didn't go all the way in the tournament. We still won one of our matchups, and that was a huge upset. So we still affected the tournament pretty significantly, changed the structure of it and everything. And I feel like that's pretty nice. You know, we went up against the 4 seed, the 7 seed, and the 10 seed as the 26 seed. Okay, that's not too bad of a run, especially if you consider the fact that against the 10 seed, we took it to the final game and we, you know, almost swept them 3-0. I don't know, man. I'm not feeling great about losing out of the tournament at this point, but at the same time, I can't complain with the results that we had, especially, again, considering our standing overall with the amount of trophies we went into this with. I'm really proud of my team. Nice gaming, Little Fox, and Vietnam. You guys rocked it. And thank you so much for taking part, guys. And thank you guys, all of you that are taking part in the tournament and everything. Thank you so much. It's been absolutely a blast. We've only had a few serious issues, and, you know, I'm not going to name any names, but I knew that it was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. We're going to have some problems with scheduling, and we're going to have some problems with people thinking they're better than playing in losers bracket and all that stuff. I knew it was going to happen, and it did happen, but nevertheless, it was a great experience, and I'm going to, you know, continue to run everything all the way up until the finals. I cannot wait to cover that. Hopefully, we're going to do like a live stream with that. I'm not entirely sure how that's going to pan out yet because we don't know who's going to be in the finals, obviously. But, hey, I mean, it could be a really, really good time. Obviously, I'm going to root for Lex moving on forward, and Kairos, I think. I don't, you know what? We'll look at the bracket. We'll go. I'm going to go look at the bracket. I'll bring it up right now. Okay, so in winner's bracket, guys, we have Apocalypse's team versus Cabros del Facebook with Dios Miranda. So we have Bomb Squad versus Cabros del Facebook. And then we've got Skinny Pams versus Believe in 3. In losers bracket, I believe we've got quite a few really awesome matchups that we're going to be seeing next week. Obviously, I'm really excited to see Believe in 3 versus Skinny Pams because that could go any way, dude. That could go any way. I have no idea how that matchup's going to go because, honestly, like, Skinny Pams are awesome, but Believe in 3 has absolutely destroyed every opponent at this point. So, I don't know. We could see a huge upset there, and Skinny Pams could go to losers. That said, you know, again, Corey's team is awesome, so we'll just have to see how it goes. Apocalypse's team, Bomb Squad, is obviously a great team. Really, really stacked, and I'm, again, excited to see how that one goes, because going up against Cabros del Facebook, I mean, you know, they've went through Ray's team, they've went through, let's see, the Raptors with Doke Doke. I mean, they've had some, and against Kairos time. So overall, they've had some really, really solid matchups, and they've been pretty dominant in those matchups. So I do think that they definitely could take the match against Bomb Squad, but I'm going to have to go with Bomb Squad on that one, just for the sheer fact that it's so stacked and Apocalypse is ridiculous. And then in the next one, I'm going to have to go with Skinny Pams, even though, again, Believe in 3 could definitely make the upset happen. Not all the losers bracket ones are decided yet, so we'll talk about that in a future video. But overall, guys, again, it's been a great time so far. I don't know, again, if we're going to be live streaming or not. We'll have to see how it goes. But if you guys want to see a live stream of the finals and maybe even the semifinals, let me know down in the comment section below. I would love to hear it. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thanks so much for supporting the Coop in the Brawl Stars YouTuber tournament. It's been a great time. Absolute blast, honestly. You know, I can't wait to host and play in more tournaments and just professional leagues and stuff in the future. I think that'd be just a fantastic time. And we're going to keep practicing, man. So definitely go ahead and follow my Twitch page, twitch.tv/RazorChiken, spelled CHIKEN, like I usually do it, because I'm going to be streaming Brawl Stars and pushing trophies and getting better at the game and all that good stuff, probably with some familiar faces. So, yeah, that's going to be it for this one. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, and until the next one, peace.